Experiences are what people love most about travel. With Viator, you can browse and book tours and activities so incredible you'll want to tell your friends. They offer everything from simple tours to extreme adventures in over 190 countries. There's something for everyone. Download the Viator app now and use Viator 10 for 10% off your first booking. One app, over 300,000 experiences you'll remember. Do more with Viator.
A better pre-owned experience has arrived with Honda True. You get less worries and more to enjoy. Shop for multiple tiers with up to 10 model years of Honda vehicles, all of them with a multi-point inspection and more Honda-backed benefits, meaning more peace of mind and less doubts when it's time to pursue new adventures. Visit your local Honda dealer to find out why Honda True means less stress and more of what matters to you.
So see your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealer today. Honda gets Chicagoland.
I think I should move over.
All right, so we're welcome to the Beat Cops Guide
What?
on National Donut Day.
The who?
Can you raise this microphone?
Yeah. Welcome to what?
Oh, Jeremiah Creek. I forgot.
Uh,
Jeremiah Creek.
yeah. You know what? We went to one of our old haunts, and I think the old days came roaring back.
We're at Big Mike Cigars. What did it used to be called now? I can't remember.
The Cigar King.
Oh, the Cigar King, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Still my favorite place. It's just got a good vibe. It looks great. It's classy. You've not mentioned...
They have a
the
table with plugs nearby so that
Yeah.
people aren't tripping over our crap.
Yeah. And it's what? It's 5 minutes from my house, 7 minutes from your house.
Yeah, and it's the parking's better. The floor isn't as nice.
The what?
The floor.
What about it?
It's not as nice. At Rocky Patel's, they have an epoxy cement floor,
Well,
which every time I look at it, I want to try and figure out how to do it in my basement.
yeah, I mean, you definitely should. I
That's
mean, there's
really cool.
tutorials online
Yeah, I know.
for everything.
And they make it look very easy.
Yeah, they do, but there's a lot of guys with really fucked up floors
built
they thought it was easy.
I built a chair this week.
I'm sorry, what?
I built a chair,
A chair.
an outdoor chair.
Like,
I have a place in the Tennessee house where we want to. The idea is we want to get those Adirondack chairs that are two Adirondack chairs connected with a table in between.
yeah.
All right. A, I can't find any, and B, if I wanted to buy one brand new, they're like $1 million.
Okay, but have you sat in one recently?
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing. We're old, and getting out of them is tough.
Yeah, you need to
I'm
have
not Joe Biden old, but
you need to have a swing or a chain you can hold on to that you can
Yeah.
pull yourself up out of it. I won't sit in them.
right.
I won't sit. It's embarrassing.
But so what I did was I went online and found you can get tutorials and you can buy plans and cut lists and everything, and they have these ones that are really cool. They're not quite as deep as an Adirondack chair,
Yeah.
but they're the same kind of style, and you can make them higher.
See, there you go.
And some you can even make bar height with a little step on them, so you step up and it's very. So I decided to build one myself. I'm like, I could do this. This isn't, I mean, as long as I have the cut list and the measurements, it's easy.
Yeah. It's
And-
like a recipe.
So I told my wife, and she's like, yeah, all right, whatever. And
She's like, I'll see you at 5.
so then I said, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build a single chair here. Just because just in case I fuck it up, I'd rather fuck it up and learn how to do it. So I went out and I didn't buy a treated wood or cedar, which is hopefully what I'm going to build a new one. I just bought basic construction timbers and did all the cuts and put together a nice chair. And then I painted it. And I told Annie, I said, yeah, I didn't get treated lumber, so I'm not going to, or cedar, so I'm not going to stain or anything. I'm just going to paint it with spray paint because it's only going to last a couple of years. It's untreated pine. And
How's it look? Do you have a picture?
I do have a picture.
How does it look?
Huh?
Does it look perfectly fine?
It looks fine. Yeah. Here, wait. Let me.
I mean,
You just reminded me of something.
I'm impressed, but I do want to see the picture.
All right. You just reminded me. So while I look up the picture, I'm also going to look it up online and download it so that we can put it on the video.
I think you can get those things at the library for free.
What?
Plans for chairs and stuff.
You probably can. The ones I bought are like $2, so it's
Yeah,
not like.
it's true.
And you can download them PDF.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know if I can. I'll try to download it. Like when I upload the video, I'll try to figure out a way to put it in the video. But to show you, I just have to go to my gallery here. Somehow the picture took it wrong.
How long do you think that phone's going to last? Dave has a folding phone. Dave, that's a fucking great chair, man. That's really good. All right, for those of you who can't see through my eyes, I'm looking at what looks like an Adirondack chair that Dave purchased.
And it's not really an Adirondack because it doesn't sink that deep. I made it so that it's almost straight up, which for me, at my bulk, is a little too small. So I'm going to try and do this again, and I'm going to make it 2 inches bigger.
I mean, you know what you should do? You should make 2 chairs like that.
Yeah.
And you should give me one, your signature. You know what you need now? You need a branding thing.
I do have a branding thing. You
Really?
You designed it for me.
I didn't know it was a branding thing.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah, I do have a brand. It's not electric, so I'm not very good at it because I got to use one of those torches to get it going.
Ah, that's cool.
But
God, now I'm jealous, man. That's
right now, Annie goes, the only thing is we should get a footrest or something like that. So I'm building a footrest. That's why I had to stop at Home Depot.
So now you can be down there in Tennessee. You can just occasionally drag 4 or 5 chairs out on the side of the road. Call yourself chairman of the board. Chairman of the boards.
Maybe, yeah.
And sell them,
Maybe.
People buy them during the season when there's people down there. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Or rent them. Yeah,
well,
man.
that's not a bad idea. Bring them because one of the things we plan on doing is helping people walk in the Appalachian Trail. So we could just throw a couple on the trailer, bring them out to the trailhead where we're going to set up, and just have people can sit down and.
So is it the actual Appalachian Trail or is it that other thing?
The actual Appalachian Trail.
It goes by your house?
It goes not too far from my house.
That's really cool.
When we were looking for a house, Annie wanted to buy a house actually on the Appalachian Trail so we could build like a little place for people to sleep. A, we couldn't find one, and B, I didn't look very hard because I didn't like the idea of strangers wandering in and sleeping in my land.
Plus, I don't think you're allowed to rent it. I think you have to do it for free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why?
Well, I mean, you could charge people, but the whole point Annie is making is to help people, not
Oh, she's a
make
good
money.
person.
And so it's about the place where we would go and set up is about 10 miles from the house.
That's
the
nothing.
trail goes just 3 miles from the house, but where it crosses roads and they have trailheads, that's where you want to go set up.
Yeah.
You can drive to there, set up a
Yeah.
barbecue and whatever.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what we plan to do for fun.
That's where you should have your walk in the park thing, too.
We should explain that now for people who never listen because
Fuck 'em.
nobody ever listens.
Fuck them.
My idea is to have a push cart that does fried rice and call it a walk in the park. Stir fry.
I love it.
Stir fry.
I've always loved that. I think that's great. Jealous of you for having that great idea. A couple of my friends have had really great ideas, and I'm just thoroughly jealous of them. And I can't say what they are either because it would be unfair. Like I say, one of my friends is writing a book about managerial style, and it was his thesis at Oxford, and he's basing it on King Arthur's Round Table. If that becomes a book,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
I
hate him.
had an idea that I wrote to the Nabisco company to make saltine crackers concave to make it easier to dip and stuff. They never did it.
I mean, they should take a page out of the Tostitos playbook.
Right.
You
Or
know,
Fritos,
because
yeah.
those things are worthy. You haven't said anything about the fact that I don't have a beard anymore.
Oh, you know what? Didn't even notice because
It's I hate it so much.
the beard.
I hate not having a beard.
Oh.
But my wife was like, "Can you shave it for Ireland?" And I was like, "All right." Yeah. She hates my beard.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to grow it back as soon as I can.
I had a buddy who grew, when he retired, he grew his beard kind of long, like mine. Mine is kind of long now. And he was looking at it. He said the way he said it to me was, he was standing in the bathroom, looking at himself in the mirror, thinking, I had to shave this off or at least trim it. And his wife walked past and goes, "Can you do something about that beard? It looks fucking ridiculous." At that point, he said, "Fuck it now." And by the time he died, the damn thing was it was stringy and down his chest. He was like, "Fuck, I ain't doing this shit."
It didn't take much for me to decide. It was driving me a little crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I can't have a beard for very long. It just doesn't. I've only had 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 2. 1 in 21 and this most recent one. I can't handle it for very long. It gets on me, man.
I really like it because
you know, not to be gay or anything, but that's a good-looking beard you got there, Dave.
Yeah, it is getting kind of... I was looking at pictures of myself at the... we took some nice pictures at the St. Jude's Parade. Including, I got a great picture of me. Annie's wearing my hat, and I'm, like, looking at her. And I thought, that's a good picture of me just looking at her. But...
so what are you smoking? Same as always?
Yeah, Asylum 13. Well, lately I haven't had many cigars, except I took a few when we went fishing.
Yeah.
And
you want to talk about fish camp, or I should put finger quote fish
camp? Sure, we can talk about fishing.
Did you see the picture I posted the other day?
No.
In Ludington Fish Camp page?
No. You know what? I don't go on Facebook very much.
Yeah, that's true. Probably a good thing.
What picture?
You know, it's just a picture of the dock.
Oh.
But I worked really hard in Photoshop to change that thing from "Don't feed the geese" to "Don't feed the Dave," and no one has said anything about it. Just like, great picture. I'm like, yeah.
I didn't notice. I didn't look at it. But
did you really catch any fish?
I caught a ton of fish. This was
really
probably my best
the year I
ever.
don't go. You catch fish. Fuck
yeah, we got up there. So we got up there Thursday, and Thursday night we went down. Yeah, Thursday night we went down, and we were just catching little panfish right off the shore, and just throw the line in, and you know, we were doing a bunch. I didn't do it too long on Thursday night because we got there kind of late. But then Friday morning we get up, and Nick and Tony went and used the boat, and me and my dad and Tim just sat on the shore all day and just were reeling them in. I must have caught 40, 50 fish by the end of the day. I mean, a lot of them were real small, and I'd throw them back, but one of them I think was the same little fucking fish that just kept, I mean, it was the same size, same markings, and I must have caught it a dozen times.
It's a dumb fucking fish.
Dumb fucking fish. Yeah.
Or just a depressed fish.
One of the kids was there, one of my my little cousin or whatever. What do you call the son of your cousin?
I have no idea. It's a second cousin first removed, I think. I don't know.
Anyway,
you know, in Alabama, it's just your second wife. So
the son of my cousin was sitting next to me, and I'm like, "This no fucking fish! I caught it again," and he was laughing by the end of it. And I caught a couple of really nice perch, which I've never caught perch in that lake. I didn't even know they had perch in that lake. Some people caught some northern. I didn't catch any northern.
Well, who is
She's
that?
babysitting, so let me make sure there's no emergency.
Yeah, all right.
Hello.
Babysitting who?
No, I did not. Thank you.
Oh, that's your daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, Mishy.
She's babysitting, so that's why I'm here.
Oh, perfect.
She's getting paid. I'm not going to help.
Yeah, no, hell no, man. Fuck that.
So time to go to the cigar store. My wife even mentioned it to me. She goes, "Are you doing a podcast tomorrow?" And I go, I think so. I have to call Chris. She goes, "Well, you might want to go out and do it because Michelle's babysitting and she's getting paid." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, if you were there, you'd be doing part of it.
That's a wife.
That's a good wife.
You might want to go to the cigar store today.
Here's the Annie. Well, we both did. We both did pretty well in that department. My wife finally did an amazing thing for me that I've been kind of hinting at for about 5 years now. And I've had there's certain things in your life that are just a little too expensive. And you're like, I can't justify it.
Yeah.
I know you don't do that. You just buy everything, but
I do. Yeah.
like for me, there's some things. There's a line, and I can't really justify it, but I bitch about it. And there's a cologne that I've wanted for a long time. All right, and it's a cologne that like David Bowie wore and Cary Grant wore, and it's for the royal family in England. It's a little expensive, all right?
Ugh.
My wife bought me a bottle of it.
Oh, that's nice.
$400
That is
$470.
wow. That is one of those things that you have to get as a gift. I mean,
It smells good, man.
it's same thing when we go out to nice restaurants. There's a law of diminishing returns where, yeah, you might enjoy it, but you're thinking how much you spent on it in the back of your mind and wondering if it was worth it. But if you get it as a gift, But I'm just saying that's justifying spending that much money.
Well, I mean, I am going to use it for years.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much because it's real, and I don't go out that much, So, but when I do from now on, I didn't wear it today though. I'm not going to wear it here. All right, so I don't know what.
Wait. I was going to tell you something else about speaking of wives. So we saw a story where there is somebody posted on Nextdoor. You ever watch Nextdoor.com? You ever get that? It's sort of like
the
Facebook,
website that's
but
about your neighborhood.
Yeah, it's specifically your neighbors.
Yeah,
And,
also known as racistneighbor.com.
I don't see too much racism, but I do see stupid shit all the time.
Yeah, it's worse than Facebook.
One of the things was the other day somebody posted how there's a ice cream truck driving around at 9:00 at night, and it's really kind of creepy, and I wonder if there's something going on with that. Everybody's like, maybe they're selling ice cream on a warm summer night.
Yeah,
dumbass.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
But anyway, somebody posted a reply to that and saying, "Hey, in New York City, they got trucks going around selling weed, like ice cream trucks that sell weed."
Weed cream trucks.
Yeah, CBD trucks or whatever.
That's awesome.
And so Annie started a conversation. What kind of music do you think they use? And we went into a whole...
Oh, my God.
We were going back and forth on a text chain for like hours.
Oh,
coming
my
up
God.
with songs you could play from an ice cream truck selling weed.
What song did you put...
My first choice was Afro Man, because I got high.
Yeah,
Because
you'd have to.
And
I don't think there's another choice, man.
well,
Lowrider.
We didn't come up with that one. She did a couple of Bob Marley tunes.
Yeah. Legalize it.
She also thought it was funny I came up with Puff the Magic Dragon because I've always believed that was about drugs.
Everybody said, it is. It is. I think that would be great. Oh, my God, man.
That's your next Facebook post, right?
You're damn right it is.
What
Pink
music?
Floyd would be good.
Yeah, what's that song? There's a song, Pink Floyd, Us and Them.
Yeah.
One of my roommates, or one of the guys that lived on when I was in the Marine Corps, took a hit of acid one day and came in all terrified. Said, somebody just gave me an acid. I just took a hit of acid. And my roommate's like, oh, hold on, you got to listen to this. It puts on Us and Them by Pink Floyd.
Nice.
And then we just watched the show. It was so fun.
Yeah, did he melt?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't need acid for that stuff to do that to you.
It freaks you kind of out.
I listened to Dark Side of the Moon for the first time in like 30 years last year. It was one of those times when Colleen was traveling. I was just home alone. I was like, and I don't get high or anything like that, but I forgot. Oh, it was when Dune came out, I guess, maybe. And I just put on the headphones, and I was like, oh, my God, I forgot how good it is. I used to have a friend that's all he did was he would redo Volkswagen Bugs and sell them, and that's how he made his money. And then he'd just get high and listen to Pink Floyd. That's literally his whole life. That's all he did.
So, all right. So you had some topics.
John Wick 4.
What?
John Wick 4. Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It is the stupidest movie I've ever seen.
Wait, compared to what?
Compared to anything. But it's also amazing.
All right.
Like,
so
it is really good.
Wait, because the first 3 John Wicks were stupid, but they were so much fun to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
It is every single moment in it is absolutely ludicrous. Just ludicrous. It's just like a series of posters strung together with ridiculous music, too. And he kills like 840 people or something like that. I mean, it's just nuts.
Yeah.
But if I was talking to a friend of mine about it. He goes, yes, but every single shot is perfectly composed and beautifully rendered in like just incredible art. And he said it's not stupid. He said it's meaningless. And I'm like, holy crap.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, that's
it's
really
bubblegum.
true.
I mean, it's like it's fun action. You know, I mean, look at the Fast and Furious things have been going on for 9. I didn't get it through the first one, so I don't understand what people see in it. But obviously, a lot of people see something.
At least with John Wick, there's killing.
Right.
You know,
and it's fun. I mean, it's and is there beautiful women? There's beautiful women in the other ones.
Yes, there are beautiful women in it, idiotic people, dumb men, and some. It was some of the characters are almost Batman level ridiculous. You know, there's a big fat dude in a purple suit with like gold teeth. You know, and it's just so dumb. They play poker to decide who's going to shoot who, you know, and there's pigeons like every third frame. There's pigeons flying behind somebody. It's like if Nicolas Cage took acid and decided what a movie should look like. That's what this movie is. It was
Nicolas Cage has a new movie out.
Yeah,
The Old Way.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Renfield.
Oh, that too. I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, really?
It's so much fun. It is worth every penny. It is so gratifying.
I'll have to look at that. I've been wanting to. I think I could stream it already.
Yeah, that's what I did. It was a very gratifying movie. But the John Wick thing was, as I was watching it, I was just like, this is so stupid. And just keep watching. This is so dumb. And I would go, oh my God, really? Keep watching, man. You know, when the blind dude comes in and there's a big fight with a blind dude and a sword, I'm like, come on. That's just...
Is the I can't remember his name, the black guy, the thin black guy that was the concierge at the hotel?
Yeah.
Was he in it?
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I do too.
And he's dead now.
Yeah.
He just died.
He's dead in the movie too.
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler, sorry. So, and he really got to see how short that fucking guy, the English dude that plays his boss. You know, that runs the hotel.
Yeah, the one that was, what the hell is his name? The one that was in Swearinger,
yeah, that guy. You know, you never really realize how short he is. He's a short dude.
Oh.
And there's a scene where he walks through an art gallery, and it's just a still shot, and he walks across the shot. I'm sure it took 11 minutes for him to get across the shot, and it's just not the sound. Only sound is his footsteps, and I'm like, you know, this is so stupid. And at the same time, I was like, can't turn away, can't look away from it. It's so good, man.
Well, I started watching that Nicolas Cage movie, The Old Way. It's an old Western.
Yeah.
Where he's a stone killer who finds a woman who turned him into a family man, and then she gets killed. So he goes on a rampage with his daughter, with his, 8 or 9-year-old daughter.
So it's Hitman, but as a Western.
Well, I think it's sort of his version of Unforgiven. Remember Unforgiven?
Yeah. That was a good movie.
That was...
that was a true Western.
Yeah, and it was...
Sorry, Nicolas Cage can't do a Western.
Sad movie. Well, we'll see. I haven't finished. I only watched the beginning.
Yeah.
Unforgiven was one of the... I don't usually get emotional at movies, but the Unforgiven...
Are you okay,
Unforgiven, because it sort of hit at a certain point in life and talks about... You know, kind of the end of things. I don't know, hit me emotionally. Like Top Gun Maverick did, too.
Yeah. I mean, he would be a good guy for being on Jeremiah Creek.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Tom Cruise, if you ever, I'm sure you're listening.
Tom Cruise?
Except from Top Gun Maverick. Who are you talking about?
Did I miss something?
No, who? Who are you saying would be good on Jeremiah Creek?
I thought we were still talking about Unforgiven.
Well, okay, yeah, and then I said also Top Gun Maverick was that way.
Oh, I missed that because the guys behind us are so loud I can't hear anything you're saying.
Well, yeah, Clint Eastwood would be great. Although I'd rather have Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you get a choice, you want the voice.
I would want to hang out with Morgan Freeman for a while.
Well, you'd have to read a bunch of books first, man. That dude is... do you know that his house in Mississippi is mostly a library?
Oh, Morgan Freeman?
Yeah. His house is mostly a library. And he keeps bees. So...
Yeah, but also he's the only guy I know that crashed his car while getting a Hummer from his wife's best friend, and everybody still loves him.
Yeah, that guy has done it. I mean, he's had some Me Too moments in his history. No one gives a crap.
No one gives
no one cares.
Hey, it's Morgan Freeman. What
Morgan
the hell?
Freeman. Yeah, so
Guy's
rate
played
me a
the
little. Whatever.
God, the President of the United States. What the hell?
Yeah, you got to. It's just he could get away with anything except being gay. If he was gay and he did the Me Too thing, then people would get on him like they did with what's his name. They wouldn't care if he's gay, but if he did the Me Too thing,
maybe it's Morgan Freeman after all.
I don't know. Maybe you should try that just to find out. And my daughter graduated today.
Oh, congratulations!
Congratulations, Sarah Garlington, for getting a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Visual Arts from Savannah College of Art and Design, which is a big deal. It's kind of the Yale of art schools in America.
So she's going to stay down in Georgia, or she moving to L.A.?
She wants to move to L.A.
Yeah.
So I want to move to Savannah. The only thing keeping me from moving to Savannah is two things. One, neither one of us has a job down there. That matters. But two, I don't know how you're going to Tennessee. I don't know how you're doing it, man.
Why?
Because, I don't know about you, but, all my friends live here.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, but, in reality, how often do you go out and see your friends?
I mean, I'm with you online or something. That's true, it's online. I mean, a couple times a month. I mean, since COVID, it's been down, but before that, it was a lot.
Well, our hope is, too, is when we do move down there, is that Annie's going to, I hope, keep her job. She wants to, if they'll let her do it.
Yeah.
Which means we'd have to come back once a month or every 6 weeks, just
Yeah.
for a weekend, even if we... and plus, the hope is that we buy an RV and we do some traveling, which means we would come through here often.
I would like to caution you against the RV thing.
Why?
I've had two different uncles that did that. One of them rented one, and one of them bought one. One of them sold his house and bought... three, actually, and my brother-in-law, too. Constant breaking down.
Yeah?
All three of them, constant breaking down, man. And they're always getting swindled by a mechanic, and every fucking time it's a repair, it's thousands of dollars, and the gas, oh my God. They brag about it. I get 8 or 9 city blocks to the gallon, and I'm like, dude, I would rather fly somewhere and rent a car. I wouldn't. It was my uncle drove one to Alaska, and man, he broke down 5 times.
Really?
And he's no dummy. He knows how to take care of cars. He was a pipe fitter and a plumber his whole life, so he's a tools guy. Just those things they're not built well, I mean, do it because this is what you want to do, but set aside a lot of money because you're going to need it.
Well, the other way is to buy a new truck and then buy a pull behind RV,
A trailer.
Yeah.
I think that if you bought... One time you talked about buying a school bus and renovating it. Those don't break down.
Yeah.
School buses are rugged. And if you renovate one of those things, I've seen some beautiful ones, they last. But the RVs, the Indians and all that stuff, those things are not built to last, for sure.
You can buy, what are they called? Cool buses or whatever they're called that are already renovated.
Yeah. That's I mean, come on, you're a woodworker now, Dave. Yeah. You're a chair maker. You're chairman of the boards. You're going to want to do your own, man.
All right, so today's National Donut Day. Do you have a donut
okay?
today? I am okay, yeah.
All right.
I am.
I didn't bring you any donuts because I didn't want to assume.
I did my review this morning on WGN, and
we all listened.
I did not know it was National Donut Day.
Oh, man. Did they hit you with that?
Well, they luckily talked about it before I got on, so
scrambled.
I should have probably looked at a donut thing, but we do donuts at the end of the year. We have Donut Olympics, so
you should have brought a box of donuts, but there's just one half a donut in the bottom of it, and have crumbs in your beard. Brought you guys some donuts. How are you celebrating National Donut Day today?
Well, I don't know. Now I think I might go get a donut, but I don't know.
I think you're going to have to. I think it's a professional courtesy.
It's 90 degrees outside, so I think when I leave here, I'm going to go get some Italian ice.
There's a new place on Lincoln Avenue.
Where? There's a good place right near here, though.
Far away.
In Park Ridge, there's a new.
Oh, that's your friend, right?
No.
Who's the person you know that did Italian ice place? I thought you knew somebody that opened one.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So, a long time ago on one of my websites, I set up a meeting thing where you could schedule a meeting with me, right?
Uh-huh.
Totally forgot about it. Haven't looked at it in a million years. Today I got a text from a buddy of mine. He goes, "Hey, you're late." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And we belong to a club together, and sometimes I do have to go to meetings and stuff, and I always forget. So I'm like, "Oh," and I just woke up, man. I was not ready for prime time, and I was like, "Holy crap! Which meeting?" And he's like, "It's the one you organized." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "How did I fuck this up?" And I was so upset and everything. And I'm texting him back and forth. I'm like, I got to pee, and then I got to just give me a couple minutes, man. I'll be down there. I'll be on. He just hit me. He just found that thing. He was up last night, and he was bored. He went to the website, went to Eating Vincent Price, and he found that, and he scheduled a meeting for 9:30 this morning. Son of a bitch. He had me going, man. I was ready. I was like, just give me one. I'll take a 1 minute shower, and then I'm so ready for it.
I don't remember that.
No, I'm disabling that shit as soon as I get home. He might come here and smoke a cigar with us.
My wife is using Microsoft Teams at work now, and so we were looking at it yesterday. And I was having fun. It's been a while since I've learned a new software program.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Can you help me with this?" I go, "I've never used this." I said, "I'm going to have to do some research." But it was fun. It's like organizing projects and shit. I was like, maybe I should do that. Find a part-time job or do something like that. But I got projects set up. I'm going to spend the first 6 months trying to make money doing my hobbies, like my wife says. Like your idea about the high schools, I'm doing that. I'm starting. I'm going to start. I'm actually going to start before I retire because school's letting out this week.
Yeah.
And I want to do it when there's no kids around. So
yeah. If you go at night, you take your drone. Can you put a light on your drone?
Mm-mm.
There's no way to do that?
Maybe there is. I don't know.
Like just a lipstick pen light, battery-operated thing?
But in Chicago, you're not allowed to fly the drone after dark.
Oh, really? Well, just fake it.
Technically.
Take a really bright light.
Even if you put a light on it, it won't go that far, so you can take a picture of a whole building.
I'm just saying you do one of those time-lapse picture, and you paint it, with the light. I've seen some nice pictures like that, man.
I've never tried to do a time-lapse video with a drone.
I think it'd be cool.
They're very loud, aren't they?
I guess it was the only seat here. They were directly behind us. So I know that you and Annie almost have you ever, besides Fish Camp, do you guys ever travel separately? It's been happening.
She used to. We haven't done it in a while. She used to take a trip out to Arizona to visit some friends of ours with all the girls. But no more than a weekend. I mean, yeah. I do the fishing trip. She does her girls' trip. That's about it.
We've been having a lot of trips apart, which is fine and everything. But I just realized that when she's gone, I don't like it. Our house right now is dishes are like 4 feet high.
Well,
I find things out of the way when you walk.
I do find that I miss my wife when I'm like if I go down to Tennessee for the weekend or a fishing trip for the weekend.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's the only drawback to being alone somewhere. I mean, I miss my wife, but everything else is fine. I don't miss anybody.
Everything's fine. Everything's just fine.
If you need to call me on my cell phone. I'll talk to you, but oh, you want me to do something? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm 100 miles away. I was talking today, or really yesterday, was the first time I could say, yeah, I'm retiring next month.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Actually,
short timer, man.
I have not officially put in my papers because they say not to do it until between 30 and you have to do it at least 30 days before you retire. But they recommend, at least people I talk to recommend, don't do it before 45 days before you retire.
You gonna wear full dress when you turn it in?
No.
Why, is it electronic?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm going to bring Annie. I told Annie to come to work. I said, we're going to do it on Father's Day. I said, come to work with me on Father's Day. We'll just do it. You can take a picture of doing it on the computer. And, the thing is, you don't want to do it too early because, God forbid, something happens, So it really sucks. One of the things for police officers, they have to notify the department they're retiring the previous year. If you're getting the insurance, if you're leaving early, 55 and out, and you have to, we can continue our insurance as long as we pay the same amount out of our pension. And but to do that, you have to notify them. For police officers, you have to notify them before October of the previous year. So in October that you're retiring sometime this year. And that's like 6 months of, I better not screw up, or I better not get sick.
Wow. That's the opposite of short-timer.
Right.
Man, that's like walking on eggshells for a little while, man.
Yeah, now for my union contract, the lieutenants, we can't retire at all before May 1st if we want to do the insurance. You have to wait till May 1st, and then you have to give them 30 days notice. So
why May 1st?
I don't know why they picked that date. I don't know. It's it's been that way since we've had this insurance thing. So there must be some reason. I don't know. But
I can't imagine what it would be.
Yeah, so August 1st is going to be the effective date. The 31st is going to be my last work day. And
what are you going to do first day?
we're going to go to Tennessee.
Right away, like the first day?
Well, yeah. The reason I'm leaving that day is because we have to the only time we can go to Tennessee is the first 2 weeks of August. Because of my daughter's, the CPS, decided to change the school year earlier again.
We're going to have a lot of missed shows between now and then.
We can still do it online.
Well, I mean, I'm not doing it from Ireland.
Why not?
It's going to be the wrong time.
I know, that'd be
wake up
fun.
at 4 a.m. and call you.
Well, what time? How far is Ireland ahead? I'll do it in the middle of the night. You can do it first thing in the morning. Just tell me.
I am busy at that time. I am busy being Irish.
You know what you should do? You should do little 5-minute or whatever. Jump on and send me a recording, and I'll upload it about
that. I can do.
And then
field reports.
Yeah, and then I'll do like 10 minutes of a show. If you could do 10 minutes, and I'll do 20 minutes. We'll have a half-hour show that's just me responding to you and shit.
I could probably do that if I remember. Maybe I could do it like one of those handheld jerky videos and make it a Jeremiah Creek sighting.
Yeah,
because he'll probably be there. Not that I would fake that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, we have no idea where he's at. I mean, but he is a world traveler, so
yeah.
There's only 187 countries. The chances that he was in Ireland is 187 to 1, right?
Well, I mean, I think it's better than that. He does like good whiskey.
Well, then he'd be in Scotland.
No, that's Scotch. It's different. I am going to Scotland too.
Scotch is good whiskey.
We're flying into Edinburgh.
What's a good Irish whiskey? Black Bush?
You mean Red Bush?
No, Black Bush.
Redbreast. Redbreast is a good one.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, there's a couple of good ones. There's actually some American companies making Irish whiskey, and it's pretty good.
The only Irish whiskey I ever drank when I drank was Bushmills, and then they came up with Black Bush, which was the aged Bushmills, and
yeah, I'm not a fan of Bushmills.
And then you can yell out in the bar, "Yeah, I like Black Bush. Give me some Black Bush."
It's the only reason to do it. I don't like Bushmills. I don't understand why people like it.
I don't like it as much as Scotch.
I like Jameson. I think it's fine, but it's basically Jim Beam of Ireland. And but they haven't had the independent whiskey scene like we have here. It's just starting in Ireland, and so you're starting to see really small Irish whiskeys being made. But actually, like I said, there's some guys here in America that are doing Irish whiskey, and there's some peated whiskey. Can't call it Scotch. Peated American malts.
Yeah.
That are.
There's one in Colorado, I think, right?
It's
one out of Colorado. I can't remember the name of it.
High West.
I can't remember.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Colorado's got some good ones.
Oh, you want to hear something funny? A friend of my wife's died recently. That's
hilarious.
That's not the funny part.
That's hilarious.
But at the wake, she liked tequila, so all her friends, they were getting food and stuff together for the wake, and my wife was going to pick it up. So they were like, well, get some tequila so we can all do a toast with her favorite liquor. So my wife was at Costco, and this started a long conversation. But she was at Costco, and she got Kirkland brand tequila. And I guess they were making fun of her about it, getting Costco brand tequila. And some of them liked it, some of them didn't. It was, I guess, a little different. But the bottle looks weird for a tequila bottle. It looks like a wine bottle. And so the bottle looks strange, which is true. I was looking at it, I go, wow, I wouldn't have thought that was tequila.
Was it green or clear?
Clear.
A lot of mezcal bottles look like that too.
Yeah, but it was thin. It was a strange looking bottle. So they were making fun of her, and then we brought that up. We were at a barbecue for Memorial Day, and we were telling that story and kind of laughing about making fun of Kirkland brand tequila. And the guy whose house we were at, Fitz, he goes, oh, check this out. He goes and he gets a bottle of Kirkland brand XO cognac. And he said, I got this bottle just because we needed cognac for something. He goes, we haven't even opened it yet because it turned out we didn't need it. But I thought it was a nice bottle of cognac, so I bought it. It turns out that Kirkland gets that from a company. It's their remainders from a company that makes $600 bottles of cognac. And then whatever they have left over, they sell to Costco, and they sell under Kirkland brand. So
How is there any left over?
I have no idea.
How does that work?
I don't know. Maybe they only bottle a certain number of bottles a year or something.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't think Kirkland stuff is bad.
No, I've never.
A lot of tequila bottles, a lot of mezcal bottles are the same as wine bottles. They're tall and thin like that. There's nothing special to them. I went to a mezcal tasting a couple of weeks ago, and it was very nice.
You didn't take me with you?
No.
I take pictures of that. People getting drunk.
Yeah. That was the time I almost got rolled. All right, so dumb. So dumb. So, yeah, Ireland is going to be weird, man. There's parts of it I'm not looking forward to. I don't like that we didn't hire a driver or figure out some other way so we don't have to drive. I think it's a huge mistake.
Did you rent a car?
We did rent a car, but I think it's a mistake for us to drive.
Hire some guy.
It's so expensive. We looked everywhere. It's so expensive.
You haven't been there. Wait till you get there. You'll find a guy.
Well, I mean, you know how that's going to work out. What happened to Chris and Colleen?
You find a guy like from the Quiet Man, the little Irish guy that drives the wagon the whole time.
Yeah,
that dude. You need to hire somebody like that.
That's
find some old man. And
I would do that in a heartbeat.
Me too.
I would do it in a heartbeat. But the people I'm with. Here's the other thing too. Try finding a car when you're renting a car in Ireland or Scotland that looks like 4 fat Americans are going to fit in it. Not my wife, of course. No, she's not fat. But like with our luggage and us, and we kept finding these cars. I'm like, there's no way.
It's not just you and your wife, right?
Yeah, it's 4 of us. I'm like, there's no way we're all going to fit, and our luggage. I'm like, it's crazy.
They don't have SUVs?
They're Irish SUVs, man. They're tiny. They're small. They're small. They don't have anything like what we've got here.
Because they don't have like a lot of road. It's like Bermuda, right? It's like the small roads.
Yeah, the roads are tiny, and everything there is tiny. I don't know what we're going to do, man.
Who's going to drive?
My brother-in-law is going to drive because he's got this terrible disease that is affecting his spine, and he's afraid of other people driving.
Oh, well. I think that's code.
That's what?
It's code.
No, he really does have the disease.
No. I'm saying about being afraid of other people driving.
He says that
other people driving. He doesn't have a fear of other people driving. He has a fear of your wife driving.
Well, he taught her.
Having been in the car, he's got a valid point.
He taught her how to drive. I don't think anybody in that family is a particularly good driver, but his worry is that somebody else is going to hit the brakes. He's not going to know what's going to happen, and it's going to send him into pain. So he is in a lot of pain, and I don't know why he's. It was very poor timing for him to have surgery now, but that's what happened.
Wow.
But yeah, we're flying into Edinburgh, then we're going down to Aberdeen to see Elton John, then we're going across and flying into Dublin and doing a big circle of the country, and then flying home. On the way home, first class. They got bumped up.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The whole trip, that's going to be my carrot. Because there's going to be some moments in the trip where I'm like, I'm just going to grab my suitcase and hike. I know that's going to happen. But
Are you going to see Taylor Swift tomorrow downtown?
I have tickets, yeah. I've got a whole row to myself. So,
My daughter's going.
really?
Bought the tickets the old-fashioned way. Got it online, but, face value, the first day. And it's been very difficult for me to now this last week going, sell the fucking tickets. The people are paying thousands of dollars for these goddamn tickets.
I know, man.
And she's like, I spent $100 on the tickets. And she could now you could sell those for $1,700.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what, though? Speaking of Elton John, when he came here to Soldier Field, Elton John, Billy Joel, we bought $400 tickets with the idea of selling them. The whole thing was, because I knew I can go get on one of the rooftops across the street and we can listen to it and we can make a little money doing it, right? So I spent a significant amount of money to buy a couple of those tickets. I think it was $800 total. And that was back when I didn't have $800. But I was like, this is a good investment. You know what? It's good. Billy Joel, Elton John, these tickets are going to go strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in 2019, I bought the tickets, and in the spring of 2020, when
So you still have them, is what you're saying?
No, I ended up, luckily, I made my money back,
Well, that's good.
but I didn't make any money.
I don't think I've been to a concert since the 80s.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I have. I've been to bar concerts, but I haven't been to like an arena concert. I think the biggest one I've been to was when the Waterboys were playing at the Vic. I'm a huge fan. I went to see it, but the Vic's not that big,
Yeah.
It's basically a theater. Oh, and I saw... shit.
I saw...
Who does Blister in the Sun? What's that group?
Violent Femmes?
Yeah, I saw the Violent Femmes at Chicago Theater. That was nice.
I saw Blues Traveler at the Vic Theater.
This guy's got that one song, man.
A couple of good songs. But I saw, let's see, what else have I mean, since I went and saw Toby Keith and Ted Nugent, but that's 15 years ago. Took my son.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any big guy. Faith Hill and Tim McGraw. My wife and I went and saw
I
them.
prefer small concerts. I don't like arena concerts.
We go to a lot of concerts now, but all, like you say, all very small or at street festivals or whatever.
Yeah. I'm kind of, I'm not bummed, but because I'm taking really good trips this summer, but I had planned the summer before we planned the trips. I was looking forward to going to a lot of festivals here in Chicago. I don't think I'm going to get to see many. Well, I mean, I'm back in July, so there'll still be a lot of festivals. It'll be booking ass hot then.
The Hot Dog Fest is tomorrow on Milwaukee and Irving. Tomorrow.
I'm busy laying around tomorrow.
I might go. I got the afternoon free. I'm going to a party at night.
I got to lay around from like 11:30 to 6. It's already booked. It's flat like
I
that.
mowed my lawn today so I can go to that thing tomorrow.
What's that?
I mowed my lawn today so I can go to that festival tomorrow.
Planted my garden.
Yeah, what'd you plant? You're leaving for 2 months.
Yeah, I know. I have an automatic sprinkler that's aimed at my garden. I haven't watered my garden in 6 or 7 years. I've got one that comes up like 2.5 feet, covers the entire garden. 25 minutes. That's perfect.
What about weeds?
I don't. Who cares? When I get back, I'll take care of the weeds. I don't get that many weeds.
I planted roses. They're blooming right now. That's nice.
Yep, roses starting to come up. So yeah, I thought we should start looking at doing scripted stuff for this show.
Scripted stuff?
Scripted. Writing pieces for this show. I wrote a piece I'm going to be doing an EVP podcast, and I wrote one of them and I recorded it. And it was really different from what we do.
Well, I do think we should have more structure. I don't know about... What do you mean scripted? Do you mean
Not scripted. I meant just writing it out and then reading it. We maybe recorded at home. I don't know. But I realized that it is definitely different from our back and forth thing is great.
But to going off on tangents, we're not building an audience, I don't think.
Well, and the other thing is that if you write it, you can do very targeted stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be hard for me and you to talk right now about a single subject for 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think we could do it.
I think we could if we had we didn't even do any notes.
No, I mean, I know I wanted to talk about John Wick and my daughter graduating, and my friend pranking the shit out of me.
I did want to talk about there's a barbecue place opening downtown. What did I do with my phone? I don't remember the name of it, but it was interesting to me. The idea of a barbecue place in downtown Chicago. You know, there's not very many of them.
No, it's mostly steakhouses and sushi joints downtown.
Right, and the reason why is interesting to me. It's very difficult to do the smoke.
Yeah, people get pissed.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of laws and shit. So hold on, let me find this place.
I mean, I think if I had
the Clumsy Cow.
That's a really interesting choice. Are they going to smoke it somewhere else?
No, they let's see. It's hard with all the tall buildings to create a ventilation system to deal with the combustion for smoky meat. But they figured out a way to accommodate it. So it's at 234 South Wabash. And it's opening up sometime later this month. So it's interesting. I want to check it out.
234 South Wabash. That's not really in the loop or anything.
Yeah, it is. 234 South. I mean, it's just outside maybe the loop.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I can't imagine how they're going to get away with that. I never realized that's why nobody did it downtown. But yeah, like who wants to... Well, okay, I don't think I would mind that smell.
Well, it's just the laws. You have to set up the ventilation system so that you won't get any complaints. And the expense in setting up that ventilation system is what stops a restaurant.
How the fuck where does it go? What are they going to do?
I think they have to run a fucking pipe up the side of the building or something. I don't know how they do it.
Damn.
But it'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah.
So maybe we can go. Maybe I'd see if I can do an interview.
Yeah. I would love to see that. Check it out. Plus, barbecue.
Yeah, there.
So, they're going to make bank, man, because no competition. What's the closest barbecue? Smoke?
Around here?
From downtown, where they're going to be. What's the closest barbecue?
Yeah, I don't know. Smoke, yeah. I don't know. Maybe south. There might be some south.
If you start going south and South Loop and everything, then you start running into some places. But that's because there's no high-rises there.
Right.
You get down around 22nd and everything, you start seeing barbecue joints.
Right. All right. Well, we're at an hour, so.
All right. I have to pee so bad that I'm about to die.
All right. So thank you for joining Jeremiah Creek. Hopefully you can check it out on YouTube, the Jeremiah Creek, and a video of this very discussion will be posted there. All right. We need an outro still. Have a good week.
Leftovers. Or the DMV.
Number 97.
Or house cleaning. Or
Chumba Casino always brings the fun. Play over 100 different games online for free from anywhere. You could redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. Live the Chumba life. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details. Leftovers or the DMV
Number 97.
or house cleaning. Chumba Casino always brings the fun. Play over 100 different games online for free from anywhere. You could redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. Live the Chumba life. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details. Plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details. Plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details. Plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details. Plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details. Plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.